Hey there, Wargamers, Justin here, Painter, and today, boom, got another unboxing video for you. I'd like to welcome you guys back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in today. If you are new here, please smash that like and subscribe button like you're trying to fire everything, like you're trying to send that Gauss rifle into the enemy mech's cockpit to take them out of action, but instead, let's use that Gauss round to help the channel grow, shall we? If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys being here, but let's get into it. Today, LeBaron has sent over some mechs for me to add to the Nova Grinder box collection. And the funny thing is when Austin walked in with the box for me, I saw this on the side, and I was like, oh, well, did we have a box returned? We did, but it wasn't a return. He just used the box that I drew my doodles on, also the Seahawk. Or Seafox, he sent back a box that he had gotten from us with mechs in it for me. And what might be more funny is if he used the same packing material, which would have been hilarious. He might have. That said, we're going to get into what he has sent over today. Looks like we've got 2 packages, and we've got some unit cards. So let's see what he sent over here. All right, so we got 5 units. Oh, maybe we've got more than 5. Ooh, I hope I got enough time on our footage here to go through this. So we've got battle armor, an Owens, Shadowhawk, Archer, PPC carrier. So we got a vehicle. That's cool. And we've got a Mad Cat, a Huntsman, Gargoyle, Cheetah, Tortoise battle armor. So cool. So a couple battle armor. Got some mechs and a tank. Very nice, very nice. So it looks like he sent over 10 minis for us. That said, let's jump into the Seafox he sent us and see what models we've got here. All right. So first mini we have pulled out here. Oh, I happened to pull the Mad Cat, the Timber Wolf. Look at this bad boy. So I dig the silver paint. Super flashy, going to stand out really good with the jeweling on the cockpit, the like orange and red. That's going to pop from across the table. I mean, we're zoomed in here. Oh, man, nice. It's got like a little cool crystal on the base. So very interesting basing. I'm not sure what planet it's on, but that's one of those things where you're in a galaxy or a system with so many planets, you're bound to come across really interesting flora and planets, and that's pretty neat. But yeah, you can't go wrong with a Timberwolf, and it's got the Seafox logo there. Badass, dude. Very cool. And silver and blue, like it looks really good together. Very slick, and the top looks really nice too. Look at that. Boom. Boom. This Nova Grinder box is going to be full of so many interesting minis and different paint schemes. Like, that was kind of the point, and it's really cool. And also, I don't know anyone else who does Seafox, so what a baller. Now we've got up this fella here. I'm going to have to look at the list. This is one of the ones I can't remember. This isn't the Huntsman. Alright, so this one must be the Seafox. So is this the Arctic Cheetah? I think this is the Arctic Cheetah. So very cool. I'm going to assume these are all going to match. Whoop, let's get that paper out of my hand here. Yeah, so the silver and the blue, really dig it. He's even got a little tiny Seafox decal here. I was looking for it, and then I found it. So nice. Got the little extra detail on there. Very cool. The thing that's really cool with this is I may be able to actually play with some of these minis and battle reports, give you guys shout-outs, and have some small games, especially with the AI deck for Battletech Alpha Strike Aces. I have the ability to field some of you guys' mechs and have the AI pilot them against me, which I think is pretty cool. So next up, alright, so this one is the Gargoyle, I think. Let's bring this list out. Yeah, this is the Gargoyle. So again, got that snazzy silver and blue. Got our Seafox iconography here, and boom, old broski here is going to stand out on the table. I really like it. I like the unified paint scheme. I hope that the review of these minis comes across proper. These Seafox ones are going to be unified, so like a lot of the things I'm saying are like the same stuff. But I do think it looks cool because they're all kind of, again, they're unified and on the table, like it's going to make sense. And for the Nova Grinder, I'm thinking about having a thing where if there are multiple minis on the table from the same faction, if they come to an agreement not to shoot each other, maybe they get a bonus, you know, to get interesting alliances happening on the table. And then if you go down, your alliance is broken because you come back in a different mech. So it could have some interesting gameplay mechanics for funsies, and these unified forces here are really going to help push that. And again, this Mad Cat, The thing that makes him stand out from the others definitely is a canopy. This is where you can play around. It's like the Gargoyle is cool. He a big stompy dude, but like again, that Mad Cat got such a nice amount of real estate for the canopy to paint. I mean, he's got the lenses here done as well, but that one it really juxtaposed with that blue and silver really nicely. So he's definitely going to stand out on the table. I'll be curious. I'll have to reach out to Mr. Matt LeBaron. I'll have to reach out and ask him which one of these he's supposed to pilot and see. But I mean, I would hope it's the Mad Cat. But I also played against him, if I recall, in Southern Assault. Matt played in my tournament last year at Nova, and I played against him at Southern Assault, and he beat me with some Dark Age mechs. I think we were both using the same Mad Dog, the Vulture Mark IV. So yeah, he's playing some Dark Age minis, and that holds a special place in my heart. So yeah, and now this one, I think that other little guy, I think this was the Arctic Cheetah. And I think this is the Huntsman. This is the Huntsman, I think. Very cool. Again, you get some nice jeweling here because you have such nice real estate to be able to paint. Got our Seafox logo. Some interesting flora and crystals. I like the asymmetry for the same reason I like the Hunchback, because you get the nice, like, the symmetrical mechs are fine. Like the Timberwolf is symmetrical, right? And it's classic, but like I like this too. Just the asymmetry also is a cool thing. So I like the Hollander, I like the Griffin, I like the Shadowhawk, I like the Hunchback. You know, I like the Orion for the same. All those have similar things going on, right, with the offset, you know, stuff. So I really dig that. So this dude is pretty slick, pretty dope. That is awesome. And we're gonna round out the star here with a Tortoise 2 battle armor. And he painted some DRD battle armor for me. These are from our website, and I would try and remember these by heart from my brain, and it's not coming. Like, I should know this, and it's not. It's not. But these are ours. Someone in the comments is going to be like, you work there and you can't remember? It's been a long day. I'm filming this in the evening after work, after I've showered, and trying to get some content filmed, and I can't remember right now. So let's check out the units that he has listed here. We've got the Timberwolf. Oh, so he's with all primes. Okay, so he probably did this for simplicity's sake. I may run these as the Alpha Strike when I print out the cards for the event. I didn't know if he picked specific ones that he really liked. That would have been cool. But yeah, cool. Nice. So Matt, for the first 5, we've got the Timby, we've got the Gargoyle, we've got the Arctic Cheetah, we've got the Huntsman, and then we've got the Tortoise. So very cool. Got us a star of Seafox, and I appreciate the inclusion of some infantry. So next up, we've got 5 more little Battle Bros. Boom, and these are Free Worlds League. Cool. Let's see what the paint scheme he came up with. I like this, and I get it. FWL. I get it. There's a few things in Battletech. Ooh. Okay, so the first one that came out was the infantry. I'm glad I held gently because I thought I almost broke them. Yeah, that's going to be a little difficult to transport. So, Matt, if you're watching this, where'd you get the flora from? Is that from like a hobby store or from like a pet shop? Because sometimes you can use the stuff from aquariums for interesting basing. These also look like interesting Venus flytraps. Cool. So this is going to be the battle armor, and this is the Longinus battle armor, and this is using I remember this one, this is the Silverback with cannons from DRD. So, very cool. It looks like, unfortunately, I may have done this, and one of his cannons got broke. I may come in. I usually don't modify people's stuff. I may come in and put a little dot of white, yellow, or red there to make it look maybe like a SRM or something, because the cannon did get broken. But that might have been me grabbing it, or it could have been the packaging. But that's the downside of 3D prints. They are a little fragile. And unfortunately, these are going to be in the grinder box, so they're going to be getting handled and moved around a lot anyway. I'm pretty worried about the floor. That's really cool, but I don't want to break that off. So we'll see how the rest of these guys go. The thing that's really cool with the Free Worlds League is everyone's painting them. This is a faction that it seems like almost everyone who sent me stuff, most of them have painted at least one Free Worlds League, or at least half the people or something. And now we've got probably 4 or 5 here that are going to get added to the box. I don't ever hear anyone talk about them, but it seems like people like them. So this is the battle armor. that he's proxying those as. TMM 1-6 jump, cool. Carry 2-0. Okay, yeah, so 15 points, not too bad. Now I know the point totals on mechs change, or on battle armor changed recently, so this may be more viable. The Tortoise might have went up relative to when this was printed. I don't remember. Let me take a quick peek at what you got here for the Tortoise. Yeah, that's still cheap. 22 points for 4 damage is absolutely nuts. And stealth, yeah, brutal. Yep, had someone ask about that in a video. They said the points I'd mentioned didn't match up. And I was like, yeah, they changed them. You know, that's going to happen. I'll put out a video, and then, you know, a week later they could change something, and then it's invalid. It is what it is. Next up, hey, look at that. We pulled out the tank. This is our Myers tank, and he is using this as a Shrek PPC carry. Yep, can't go wrong with a PPC. This looks great. I dig it, and he's also got it on a base, which some people base their vehicles, some don't. Nice to have DRD stuff in my hands that I didn't paint for once. Very cool. And the first piece of armor, I think, for our Nova box as of filming this one, I think. I don't think we've got any other ones. So very cool. I dig that. That'll be nice, and that'll be number 2 from him for our Free Worlds League, along with the infantry. And next up, let's see what we pull out here. Oh, yeah, I don't even have to look at the sheet for this one. Notice a Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk. Very cool. So I dig it. Got that. And the basing matches, so like they could be fighting each other and make sense. Maybe I run these against each other. Like we'll do like an AI thing, and it'll be like 5-on-5. That'd be cool. And it'd match because the basing matches. Got the jeweling on here with the green cockpit. The green juxtaposed really well with the red, the blue, and the purple. And the basing looks nice too. Very sweet. And you know I'm a sucker for a Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk and Griffin, two of my favorites. And also classic mechs. I might see if I can't get a little heat gun maybe. See if we can fix this barrel. That probably happened during shipment. That's one of the negatives to the Shadowhawk. The barrel's droopy. Same thing with the Marauders. The barrels get droopy. But I might be able to take that to work, hit it with the heat gun, and straighten that out. And then you can straighten it out, and then you can dip it in cold water real quick, which will like shock it and like hold it, retain it. So we might see if I can do it. I usually don't modify people's stuff too much, but we might try and fix that one. But like I said, that probably happened in transport. And if it doesn't work, whatever. Half my Marauders have barrels that droop, and the same thing with my Shadowhawks. It's one of the few times I like the metal Shadowhawk because the cannon's a little bit bigger and doesn't droop. So next up we have got an Archer. I probably read these and didn't pay attention. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. Slick, got that purple, the red, and the blue, and it's a freaking Archer. Got the jeweling on the cockpit, very nice. Nice. Yo, this is going to be the faction. This is gonna, like these, and I think the Jade Falcons that I had been donated to the box. These are going to be the 2 primary factions that everyone's rolling into because there's so many of them. Man, who would have thought Free Worlds League or it's also Merrick. Free Worlds League and Merrick are the same, right, guys? I think. If not, correct me or let me know the difference in the comments because I'm also learning stuff too. But these are going to be super prominent. And Matt, I mean this as no insult. I'm curious. Is this contrast paint or speed paint? If so, it's gone on pretty nicely. The pooling is not it's not bad. I don't think you have anything that's sometimes a contrast paint you can get it and it pools too much. You've got it. I'm assuming this is contrast paint or speed paint. If not, correct me, but I think that's what it is. And it looks like you've pulled it in the proper direction, so it's not crazy pooling. You've got gradients, and then you've got the makeshift highlights from it, and this looks really clean. If I have assessed this incorrectly, please correct me in the comments. It is equally possible that these are manual edge highlights, but if it is, I'm incorrect. If it isn't, and I am correct, or in either case, it was executed well, whatever you did. I thought it might be contrast. If it is contrast, like it's super clean, man. I struggle trying to do stuff with the contrast paints because I end up like making it overly complicated. And I feel like some of you guys in the Discord and the community, you've painted stuff with this and you get these pieces that look really, really good. And then I look at stuff and I find a way to complicate it. And then I go, why am I using speed paints? I'm using speed paints and then I'm manually doing everything anyway. That defeats the purpose of using the speed paints. And I make more work for myself, and these guys turned out really good. All right, so this is a 3D print, I believe. Matt, if you want to share the Patreon or / social media for the guys, I forget their name. I used to be one of their patrons on Discord or on Patreon early on. Their name changed, and I forget what it is now. But yeah, so this is the Owens, OW1 Owens. So Team M3, movement 16, 221 for damage, 6 life. Oh, so this is this version that he's got on here. He's got C3. Very cool. So I dig the look of this. Very interesting mech. Again, Pre-Sures 3D printed. I thought for a minute you had gotten like an early plastic mech from CGL or someone you knew. But yeah, I think this is one of the guys that I used to back on Patreon. Super slick. I dig it. Got the purples, got the canopy, got the blues and the reds. Very nice, and it juxtaposed really well with that basing. I like that basing, little rocks. Very cool. Very cool. I dig it, dude. These look slick. So, recap for the Free Worlds League. We got the Owens. We have got the Archer. We have got the Shadowhawk. We have got the Longinus Battle Armor and the Shrek PPC. And in closing here, we've got those, and we've got the Sea Fox minis here for the Nova Grinder box. 10 minis, absolute legend here from Mr. Matt LeBaron. These are going to be super awesome on the table, so thank you, sir. I do appreciate that. If you want to send off in the comments, if you've got like an Instagram or anything where you post your hobby stuff, sound off. Show us what you're working on, and if I'm not following you already, I will as well. I apologize if I've been speeding through this one quickly. Again, as I've mentioned before, it's after work, and I'm trying to get some content filmed and also eat dinner. But the main reason I'm going quickly is I'm looking at my camera, and I did not prep my SD card, so I've been racing to try and get this film before the time runs out for data storage that is left. So I might have been at a bit of a brisk pace. That said, the models look fantastic, man. I'm really excited to see how Merrick plays out on the tabletop because there's so many of them. And again, much like I mentioned with your Sea Fox, we might have a rule on there where, like, if you're from the same faction, you come up with an alliance on the table, you get a perk. We might do that to incentivize the cool, like, backstabbing and fun aspects of Grinder. And I think you've got the only Sea Fox, so if they come up, they're going to be absolute legends. And from the two, I like the Merrick. I absolutely love the blue and silver. It's got a special place in my heart because, oh God, there was a 40k army during the Badab Wars that I really liked. Left Huron's army, and his force, Astral Claws, got Astral Claws. They were this color, and I absolutely loved those back in the day. So as soon as I saw that Mad Cat come out, which is probably my favorite mini here, which is a cop-out because it's a Timberwolf, and everyone loves a Timberwolf, right? But as soon as I saw it, I was like, yo, them's my boys. So thank you so much for contributing to the Nova Grinder box. I really appreciate it. For anyone who is curious what this is, community members have been painting minis for me for the Grinder box. I'm going to be running a series of scenarios at NOVA 2023 and hopefully 2024. With these minis they have painted, where players will be playing an Alpha Strike style Grinder with them, and there was no way that I was going to be able to paint all these minis on my own. So the community has come together and painted stuff for me, and it's allowed me to be able to run those events without pulling my hair out trying to source minis and paint them on my own. That said, thank you so much again, Mr. Matt LeBaron. Thank you for everyone who's been watching and hanging out. If you enjoyed this, please hit that like and subscribe. As always, keep painting your minis, keep rolling your dice, and hopefully I'll see you at Nova at some point, but if not, I will catch you guys next time.